Hi, I'm Zita Bano and welcome to my channel. A little bit of background before getting into things, but if you're not interested in that and you want to get straight to the point, then fast forward to this time. So recently I joined TikTok and I was completely unfamiliar with the ecosystem and the culture of BookTok, but what I realized as a content creator and also as a user was that not a lot of people were talking about difficult books as in non-fiction books or classic literature. Mostly, and when I say mostly, 95% of the content creators, BookTokers, they were talking about smut literature. This is the new word that I learned because of BookTok, and young adult. So I started poking a little fun at it and I made 2-3 TikToks about how if I am to go viral I have to talk about smut, and I made one TikTok about there is something that I cannot read and that is smut, and suddenly there was a lot of drama in my comments. There was a user, in fact 2 of them, who started calling me a disappointment. They said that I have a superiority complex, that I'm a hater, I'm a shamer and whatnot. All this story because that is the reason that I'm making this video. I am not making this video to dictate anyone. I am not making this video to shame or hate on anyone, but this is a sisterly advice. If you don't like to read difficult books and you are comfortable reading young adult and smart, then you do you. Now let's get to the point. Why you should be reading difficult books. Number 1, entertainment. Before doing anything, keep your purpose in your mind. If you're reading books for the purpose of entertainment, then more power to you. Better than doing cocaine for entertainment. Reading definitely is an excellent hobby, but if you can learn something from it too, wouldn't that be a cherry on top? If you read Crime and Punishment, you will be able to get the gist of Russian culture in 19th and 20th century. You will be able to develop a deeper understanding of these complex emotions such as the remorse, sacrifice, self-loathing and delirium. And that's just fiction. But if you talk about non-fiction, do you talk about self-help books, you talk about other books, you talk about books in the like of Prisoners of Geography. Like, this book tells you why some countries are ruling the world. This is important information and you get to learn that from a book. That right there is the cherry on top. Okay, secondly, why you should be reading difficult books? Because growth mindset. I read it somewhere and it's ingrained in my head. So there are 3 things in life: easy, challenging and impossible. If you keep doing easy things, then you are not learning, you are not growing as a person. And if you go for the things that are impossible, then you are setting yourself up for failure. So if you want to grow as a person, you have to opt for challenging things, and same goes for reading. Our habits are interconnected. If you are just reading easy books, then you are making this your mindset. You will just be doing easy and familiar things in life as well. Okay, so there are a lot of reasons why you should be reading difficult books, but I don't have enough time and I have to wrap up this video. So the last point that I want to make is that why you should be reading difficult books is because you need to develop critical thinking skills. If you are a student of criminal psychology, then there is one book that your professors must have recommended to you, and that book is again Crime and Punishment, because it gives you this deeper understanding of how a criminal thinks about himself. Similarly, Dale Carnegie, in his book How to Win Friends and Influence People, in the very beginning of this book, he talks about a criminal who was on a killing spree and how he was thinking about himself. He was thinking that he was the kindest man on this planet. So literature gives you this deeper understanding of people, which people wouldn't voluntarily give you in real life, and that improves your analysis and judgment of people. Understanding you can only develop from reading difficult books. So yeah, that's about it. In the end, again, I'm going to give a disclaimer. This is not me hating or shaming. This is me just giving my opinion and suggesting, and it's entirely up to you. You take it or you leave it. So see you next time with another video.